ਹੁੰਦੀ ਸੀਗੀ ਠੀਕ ਹੈ ਜੀ all right so after the ਜਦੋਂ ਕਥਾ ਦੀ ਸਮਾਪਤੀ ਹੋਈ these 48 sayings became Bide Mukt. So Bide Mukt basically is a spiritual state where ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮੰਨ ਲਓ ਵੀ ਇੱਕ ਪੈਰ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਸੱਚਖੰਡ ਵਿੱਚ ਆ ਤੇ ਇੱਕ ਇੱਥੇ ਆ so since these things were kind of already in Sachkhand 46 of these things just kind of left their bodies there those two things stayed back so Bhai Mani Singh Ji Shaheed and Shaheed Baba Deep Singh Ji Shaheed they stayed back to do seva so Baba Deep Singh da shaheed ਇੱਥੇ ਦੋ ਵਾਰੀ ਮੈਂ ਲਿਖਿਆ ਹੋਇਆ ਕਰਕੇ Baba Deep Singh was already a shaheed he was recognized as a Jinda Shaheed during the battles of Baba Banda Singh Bahadur he fought so courageously that the Panth gave him this title of Jinda Shaheed and then they were shaheed at the end as well so those are the origins and now we're going to jump into the 20th century before we do that there's some important terminology right so basically I'm going to be going through all the jeevnis of these Mahapurushs, of these Jasas, of these Sants. But before that, we kind of need to understand what a Sant is, what a Gyani is, and some of these terms that are going to be used. So the etymology of a Sant, Dida Akriyarthya, right? That comes from the Sassa, the Tippi, and the Tatta. The Sassa stands for Simran, the Tippi stands for Nimrata, humility, and the Tatta stands for Tyag, renunciation or sacrifice. So the people that have these three things in their jivan, oh sant ho sakde hai. Theek hai ji? The word comes from Sanskrit and it comes from the word shant. So basically meaning that somebody jide vishay vikar shant ho gaya, right? So somebody's vices, somebody's senses, when they're at peace, they're a sant as well. Theek hai? Gurbani vich aaya hai, jinna saas gras na visray har nama man mant tan se say nanaka puran soy sant. So somebody who doesn't forget the name of God with every breath, right? They don't forget the name of God, right? And that goes back to Simran. But what is Simran? Hana kai bari aapa Simran kar diya and we think that's just Simran. There's more to Simran than that. So when we get to such a spiritual state and that Simran goes inside of us, then internally our body is jumping Waheguru 24/7. So that's kind of the Simran of a Sant. And that's how they do Simran all the time 24/7 with every breath with every morsel of food theek hai ji so the meaning of Taksal is basically a place where coins are minted in relation to that how does that relate to the institution it relates to the institution because ਇਦਾਂ ਹੀ ਵਿਦਿਆਰਥੀ ਦਾ ਜੀਵਨ ਕਰਿਆ ਜਾਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਜਿਵੇਂ how coins are minted so to make such a Sikh right to spend time make him wake up at Amrit Vela teach him Santhya and to teach him these qualities of Gursikhi. Theek hai ji? So Gyani. All right. So Gyani, I know we kafi, growing up, Brampton, Surrey, that like anybody who has case is called a Gyani. Sorry to disappoint you. Just because you have case doesn't mean you're a Gyani. Gyani is actually somebody jinane no granth padya katha de. So there's a syllabus in Taksal. When you go into Taksal, pehli Maharni, then you do Nitnem di Santhya, then you do the Pothiyan. Right, there's 3 Pothiyan, Panch Granthi, Baivara, and Bhagat Bani. After that Santhya, you do Pehla Pa Guru Granth Sahib Ji, then you do Duja Pa Guru Granth Sahib Ji. As you're learning these Pothiyan, you get your Nitnem Kanth as well. After that, you can do Dasam Di Santhya, you can do Pai Gurdas Diyan Vara. After that, jine Katha Sikhni hove, oh fir ek Granth Padh diya Katha vaste, right? A Gyani is also somebody who can do the entire Katha of Guru Granth Sahib Ji. Oh, unnu bhi Gyani keh sakde hain, right? The Gyani is somebody who doesn't fear and doesn't scare anybody, right? Paika hu ko detna hai, neh pe mantan, kaho nanak sun remana, Gyani tahe bakan. Theek hai ji? That's what a Gyani is in Gurbani as well. Theek hai ji? A dera. So a dera basically means a place for stop and rest. That comes in Mahan Kosh. I know we kafi deriya nu, it's become like an anti-Sikh term. All right, but there are dere where you are connected to an individual, but there are dere where the individuals connect you to Guru Granth Sahib Ji. Theek hai ji? In Taksal, you're given the Santhya of Guru Granth Sahib Ji. That is the best way to connect somebody to Guru Granth Sahib Ji. Te fir Babe da arth ki hai. Baba just in Arabic it means it translates to father. All right, so Sant Gyani Gurbachar Singh ji, they're known as Vadde Mahapark, right? ਵੀ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲੇ ਹੋਇਆ. Mahapark just means great person, but in Sikhi we associate greatness to spirituality. So you're only great if you're spiritual. ठीक है जी. So they're born in 1902 in the village of Akhada, Jagraon district in Malwa ਵਿੱਚ ਪੈਂਦਾ ਆ. They're blessed by Guru Gobind Singh Ji. How are they blessed by Guru Gobind Singh Ji? So in history, Guru Gobind Singh Ji went to Akhada Pind, and jira Mahapurkhan da ghar a, they drank dud from that house. So there was a Mata Ji there, and ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ Guru Sahib ਨੂੰ ਦੁੱਧ ਛਕਾਇਆ. ਫਿਰ Guru Gobind Singh Ji ਨੇ ਪੁੱਛਿਆ ਵੀ ਜੋ ਮਰਜੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮੰਗੋ ਸਾਡੇ ਤੋਂ. And the Mata Ji asked for a saint to be born in their house. So if you trace that lineage back, that is the lineage of Vadde Mahapark, and they descend from this Mata Ji. So ਉਹ Guru Sahib ਦੀ ਬਖਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਨਾਲ ਉਹ ਇਸ ਪਰਿਵਾਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਏ. Vadde Mahapark was actually mukt in a past life. So they told my ustad they were mukt. They only had one furna to look at Guru Granth Sahib Ji, and that's why they came into the world. So when they were young, another something very significant about them as well was they became a party at the age of 5 or 6, which is really, really crazy. So as they came of age, they came into the Jatha of Sant Sundar Singh Ji. ਠੀਕ ਹੈ ਜੀ. ਉਦੋਂ ਸੰਤ ਸੁੰਦਰ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਦਾ ਜਥਾ 25 ਸਿੰਘ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀਗੇ in ਸੰਤ ਸੁੰਦਰ ਸਿੰਘ ਦੀ ਜਥਾ. ਤੇ Sant Sundar Singh Ji kind of is 19th century and 20th century. And I have a lot to go through in here with all the different Sansthamas that I'm going to go through. So that's why I didn't add Sant Sundar Singh Ji, but there's a whole history with Sant Sundar Singh Ji and colonialism as well. ठीक है जी. So I'm going to be covering the significant parts of each Jivani, because you can really do a PhD or you can do a whole presentation on each Mahapark, right? But just because of time, and I'm just going to be covering some significant parts of everybody. ठीक है जी. So they became the next Mukhi of Taksal, Pindra Vikhe. They led a Chakravarti Jatha of 150 Singhs. You know, Chakravarti Jatha da matlab bhi sare kite torda firda Jatha hunda siga, right? And it's significant because it went from 25 to 150. That's how Taksal grew, right? And in the 20th century, we see Taksal kind of really growing as, you know, Sant Sundar Singh Ji, right? They came to Pindra, right? Pindra Toga Hameta, Pindra Toga Ham for Joggewalvi, right? We see this school growing in the 20th century. So that's something significant about Taksal in the 20th century, and that's the growth. ठीक है जी. So 150 ਸਿੰਘਾਂ ਦਾ ਜਥਾ ਉਹ ਫੇਰਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀਗੇ. Think about ਵੀ ਕਿੰਨਾ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਸਤਿਕਾਰ ਵੱਡੇ ਮਹਾਂਪੁਰਖਾਂ ਦਾ ਕੀਤਾ ਗਿਆ ਵੀ, you know, if we have guests coming to our house, we know ਵੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਿੰਨਾ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਪ੍ਰਬੰਧ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ for a few guests. Think about how much ਪ੍ਰਬੰਧ the pind had to do for 150 Singhs, right? ਸਿੰਘਾਂ ਦੇ ਆਸਨ ਲਾਉਣੇ, ਲੰਗਰ ਪਾਣੀ ਤਿਆਰ ਕਰਨਾ 150 ਵਿਦਿਆਰਥੀਆਂ ਵਾਸਤੇ, ਇਹ ਕੋਈ ਛੋਟੀ ਗੱਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗੀ. And that just goes to show ਵੀ ਕਿੰਨਾ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਸਤਿਕਾਰ ਸੀਗਾ ਵੱਡੇ ਮਹਾਂਪੁਰਖਾਂ ਦਾ, right? And ਕਿੰਨੀ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਸੰਗਤ ਪਿਆਰ ਕਰਦੀ ਸੀਗੀ ਵੀ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਸਾਦੇ ਵੀ ਸੀਗੇ ਪੂਰਾ ਜਥਾ ਵੀ ਨਾਲ ਆਉਂਦਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਸੀਗਾ. All right, so going to the next part, so in Vadde Mahapurkhan, their time, there was the issue of the Mangals, right? So basically in Guru Granth Sahib Ji, the Rag comes first, and then after the Rag, it's Ik Oankar Satgur Prasad, right? But the Shromani Gurdwara Prabandhak Committee changed the Mangals around. So basically in their swoops that they printed, they had Ik Oankar Satgur Prasad first and then the Rag after, right? And this was really wrong because, you know, traditionally in the Sampradama, we believe that Guru Granth Sahib Ji needs to be the way the Gurus wrote it, and nobody has the adhikar to change that, right? So basically we see all the sons kind of coming together. जिन्ने भी जिवें सारे जथेबंदियां दे सारे संप्रदावां दे जेह्ड़े महापुरख सीगे, right? They all gathered together and they created an organization called the Sant Samaj that would kind of fight any kind of internal, any Maryada issue, anything that would affect the Sikh Panth. These Mahapurukhs would get together and fight that. ठीक है. So ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਪਿੰਡਰਾਂ ਵੀ ਮੀਟਿੰਗ ਹੋਈਆਂ, ਹਰਖਵਾਲ ਵੀ ਮੀਟਿੰਗ ਹੋਈ, ਰਾੜਾ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਵੀ ਮੀਟਿੰਗ ਹੋਈ, 12 ਸਾਲ ਮੀਟਿੰਗਾਂ ਚੱਲਦੀਆਂ ਰਹੀਆਂ. ਠੀਕ ਹੈ ਜੀ. ਸ਼੍ਰੋਮਣੀ ਕਮੇਟੀ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਡਿਬੇਟਾਂ ਹੋਈਆਂ, right? And after 12 years, ਸ਼੍ਰੋਮਣੀ ਕਮੇਟੀ ਨੂੰ ਮੰਨਣਾ ਪਿਆ ਵੀ ਇਹ ਗਲਤ ਸੀਗਾ, and the 500 plus places where they changed the Mangals, they had to change it back, right? This was also a big contribution of Sant Fateh Singh Ji and another Sant who's actually in the Shromani Committee. It's also said that if these Sants were involved and in the Shromani Committee, maybe till today that this issue wouldn't have been resolved. So Vade Mahaparkha ne fir Panj Singh bheje to kind of destroy the blocks of the typewriter or the printing press that was used to print these swarups. Jere Bhag Jaswant Singh Ji Doddarwale ne that live in Vade Mahaparkha de Vidyarthi that live in Toronto, they were part of these Panj Singh that went to destroy those metal blocks. So that was one big Panthic issue in the time of Vade Mahaparkh, and that was kind of like the creation of the Sant Samaj as well. All right, so literature. So Gurmukh Prakash and Gurbani Path Darshan are two granths that Vade Mahaparkh wrote, right? So Gurmukh Prakash, there's a lot of significance to Gurmukh Prakash. There's a lot of stuff in there, right? So in this granth, Vade Mahaparkh ne jiven jira Dasan Guru Sahiban da sankhep itihas hai from Surya Prakash likhya hoya. They wrote the itihas of all the Pratin Sampradaਵਾਂ, जिन्हें भी Vade Mahaparkh ਦੇ ਵਿਦਿਆਰਥੀਆਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਂ ਆਇਆ ਉਹ ਸਾਰੇ ਇਸ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਇਆ, and a lot of other things, right? Gurbani Path Darshan, it was originally printed as Gurbani Path Nirne, and this is kind of information about ਜਿਹੜੇ ਮਹਿੰਗੇ ਪਾਠ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ, ਮਹਿੰਗੇ ਵਿਸ਼ਰਾਮ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ, that's more about that kind of stuff. ਠੀਕ ਹੈ ਜੀ? All right, so moving on. All right, so the next Mahaparkh I'm going to discuss is Sant Baba Harnam Singh Ji Padsha Ji. And sadly, a lot of people don't know about Baba Harnam Singh Ji Padsha Ji. I think the Mukhis of Taksal kind of Sant Gyani Gurbatan Singh Ji, Sant Kartar Singh Ji, Sant Janal Singh Ji are more well known, but they're have become kind of an underrated Sant. So they were basically the first ever Vidyarthi of Vade Mahaparkh. ठीक है जी? Vade Mahaparkh themselves named them Padsha Ji, Padsha meaning king, due to their bhakti and their intense meditation. So they get sent to, first they get sent to Manama. Mahaparkha ne aap bhejya to start a jatha and do prachar at Manama. That's very significant as well, that they led their own jatha during the time of Vade Mahaparkh, right? Manama is a pind close to Pindrach in the same Moga area. Bapu Lohora Singh Ji, who taught Santhya and the Jatha, was also from Manama. Vade Mahaparkh diyan doe, both the daughter-in-laws were from this pind as well. So Padsha Ji spent 30 years teaching Vidya at Manama. Ithe Guru Gyani Gurdev Singh Ji we padya pehla Padsha Ji to at Manama at their pind, and then they came into the Jatha after. So Padsha Ji did a yatra of Panch Takhts on foot as well, which is really crazy kind of tapasya to do. They're a direct descendant of Guru Nanak Dev Ji, or Bedi Kole vichon. Ji. And here down here I have this is what Vade Mahaparkh wrote about Padsha Ji in Gurmukh Prakash, right? So Padsha Ji, the first enrollment, imbued in the color of Waheguru Simran, right? Sang Gurbani 24/7, the Guru's loved one who uplifted others, right? Resided in the complete King Sanctuary, and it kind of goes on, right? So we can see this paragraph, right? And we can see we kinna kush Vade Mahaparkh ne Padsha Ji de bare kya ya, theek hai ji? So after 30 years at Manama, Padsha Ji eventually went to Jogewala, and they kind of moved the branch of Taksal to Jogewala. Jogewala was kind of like it was a pind in Moga as well, a barren, right? So after Padsha Ji came, and for a while Padsha Ji ne bhagati kiti, it's believed that well, the area is kind of, if you go now, bahut harya parya, right? It's really green now, and it's believed that because of Padsha Ji's intense meditation and bhakti, we sara ilaka hi sara harya parya ho gaya. theek hai ji? So they passed away in 1983, and eventually Baba Baldev Singh Ji will get the plug to that data. So Sant Gyani Kartar Singh Ji, born in 1932 at Pind Pure, Majhe de vich. theek hai ji? So something significant about Sant Gyani Kartar Singh Ji is that they actually went to college as well, college Amritsar, and they worked as a patwari in their pind as well, like a village revenue official. This was because like their family wanted them to get a worldly education and work as well, and they actually did this in the Yagya of Vade Mahaparkh, right? After that, in 1957, they joined the Jatha, and they become the Gadvai to Vade Mahaparkh. Gadvai is like a personal sevadar, basically. So ਉਹ ਫਿਰ ਗਿਆਨੀ ਸੰਤ ਗਿਆਨੀ ਕਰਤਾਰ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਮਹਿਤੇ ਆ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ ਬਾਅਦ ਚੋਂ and do prachar out of mehta. They inspired thousands of people to take Amrit through their prachar. So basically ਜਿਹੜੀ katha hundi sigi, their katha was very hard hitting and it was very simple. It was very simple to understand, right? Sometimes apa katha sunde and some vidwan use a lot of big words. That wasn't the style of prachar that Sant Kartar Singh ji did. ठीक है जी. They also wrote Khalsa Jeevan, which is a biography of Vadde Mahapurakh, right? ठीक है जी. So from Sant Kartar Singh ji's time, Taksal kind of gets a bit political at this time as well. So at the 300 Shahidi Divas of Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji, this is a quote they said about Indira Gandhi. So basically, it's the 300th Shahidi Divas, and Sara India hi manaya Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji da, right? Indira Gandhi samagam te hundi a, and everybody stands up for Indira Gandhi in her satkar, right? But really, we're not really supposed to stand up in front of, if anybody comes into the darbar, for respect for Guru Granth Sahib Ji, right? Sant Gyani Kartar Singh Ji was the only one who stayed seated, right? And everybody else kind of got up in her satkar. So she gave her speech. A lot of people, other people gave their speeches, and they kind of praised Indira Gandhi. You know, how times have changed, how Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji was made Shaheed at Delhi, and now the Sarkar of Delhi is kind of bowing down to Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji. So when it was Sant Ji's turn to make a speech, this is one quote I have from their speech. So basically they said, we jinne vari o jinne vi room a ode sareer te, jinne var o jinne vi room a one vari sir katte te Guru Sahib de agge pet kare, she still can't pay that debt to Guru Sahib Ji. All right, we inna vadda ਇੰਨੀ ਵੱਡੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਆ ਵੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਨੇ ਪੂਰੇ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਸ਼ਹੀਦੀ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਆ, ਸਾਰੇ ਹਿੰਦੂਆਂ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਸ਼ਹੀਦੀ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਆ, ਧਰਮ ਬਚਾਇਆ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦਾ, and that debt can never be paid, right? So this is kind of what sparked the fuse to Indira Gandhi kind of hating Taksal, right? And then we kind of know the history after that. So the clash with the Nirankari sect also begins at this time. So the Nirankari sect was a sect, and they had their own gurus who claimed to be the rightful gurus. They didn't recognize Guru Granth Sahib Ji. So Jira Gurbachna, another guru siga, he actually put his pair on Guru Granth Sahib Ji. He made the Sat Sataya to kind of challenge Guru Sahib, saying that Guru Sahib ne panj pyare banaya, main sat satare banaya, main Guru Sahib to vadda aa. theek hai ji. So Sant Kartar Singh Ji ne openly ode viruddh bole te openly prachar kita Nirankariyan de khilaf, theek hai, at this time. ਜਦੋਂ later down in history, ਜਦੋਂ emergency ਲੱਗੀ, Indira Gandhi declared a state of emergency, right? That to break that the state of emergency, Sant Kartar Singh Ji did 37 Nagar Kirtans. ठीक है जी. All right. Sant Gyani Mohan Singh Ji. All right. So they're born on 26 March 1919. They studied at King Royal Military College. King George Royal Military School. Their dad was part of the army, so that's why they went to a military school as well. So this was one of 3 military schools in all of India, and people who graduated from this military school went on to some of the highest posts in the British Indian Army. So that was kind of like the idea that they would graduate and they would join the army. So during this time, haughty, right? First their father passes away, their mother passes away, their brother passes away. They had around 7 siblings. So after that, they kind of had these questions about spirituality. And they wrote a letter to the rest of their siblings to stay in Chardikla, as this was the Pana of Akal Purkh Waheguru. And after that, they go off and they meet a lot of saints. So they take Amrit from Sant Kanhaiya Singh Ji. After staying with other sons, they went to Anandpur Sahib, jithe unhone bhagati kiti just in a hut for 6 months. After that bhagati, Vadde Mahapurakh also came to Anandpur Sahib, and that's where Sant Mohan Singh Ji met Vadde Mahapurakh, and that's when they joined the Jatha. They spent 5 years in the Jatha, and when Vadde Mahapurakh felt that they had learned what they needed to learn, Vadde Mahapurakh in 1944 sent them to Thakranda Dera in Amritsar. That was like a Nirmalianda Dera Hunda Siga, to learn Vedant. So they spend a lot of time learning from a lot of different sons at this data, different Vedanta Granth. ठीक है जी. ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ they travel to Paonta Sahib 11 months ਉੱਥੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਭਗਤੀ ਕੀਤੀ ਆ. So I'm kind of mentioning the major places where they did bhakti, but in between these times they went to different pens, did prachar and did a lot of bhakti there as well. So after Paonta Sahib, they spent a year at Hajur Sahib. Vade Mahapurakha ne hukum kita vi tusi utte ja ke seva karo, right? Kise nu pata na lagan do bi that tusi gyani singh hai. So Sant ji, they did Pandyan di seva there and Gupt roop with it. They didn't let anybody know that they're a Vidwan or anything, or they're from Taksal. ਤੇ ਗੋਦਾਵਰੀ ਦੇ ਲਾਗੇ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਰਾਤ ਨੂੰ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਭਗਤੀ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀਗੇ. ਕਈ ਵਾਰੀ 7-8 ਦਿਨ ਇਕੱਠੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਸਮਾਧੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਲੱਗ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਸੀਗੀ. That's how much ਭਗਤੀ they did. because ਉੱਥੇ ਸਾਲ ਆਇਆ ਸੰਤ ਮੋਹਨ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਨੇ. ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਚ the Kathavadik ਸਿੰਘ ਹੈ ਬੂੰਗਾ ਮਸਤਵਾਣਾ, he passed away and the people there asked, the Sangat asked for a Vidwan to do Katha there. So ਵੱਡੇ ਮਹਾਂਪੁਰਖ sent Sant Gyani Mohan Singh ji. ਉੱਥੇ ਫਿਰ 2 ਸਾਲ ਕਥਾ ਕੀਤੀ. After that, they come back into the Jatha and they became teaching grunts in the Jatha. So these are kind of like the significant things of Sant Gyani Mohan Singh ji. Sant Gyani Mohan Singh ji's name, Mohan, means somebody who's without attachment, right? When they left, right, there's a lot of pressure on Sant Mohan Singh ji to not leave the college. A lot of the professors there, a lot of the people, they kind of pressured Sant Mohan Singh ji to stay, right? They left that, and when they left that, they kind of never went home after that. Or they just spent time doing their bhakti, right? They're just without attachment, really. And then after, they become the head at Pindra, and Sant Kartar Singh ji would go to Mehta. All right, so Sant Gyani Jarnail Singh ji, right? And we all kind of know what kind of leader they were. The greatest Sikh of the 20th century, Vimi Sadi the Mahan Sikh. Here's a painting of Operation Blue Star happening, right? The Jatha defending Darbar Sahib. So they're from Pint Road. They were actually born in 1947, so the year of partition. They were brought into Taksal by Vade Mahapurkh themselves. So their family was close to Vade Mahapurkh. Vade Mahapurkh went to their house once. Jatha gaya hoya si Rode Pind Prachar karan vaste. They had 6 brothers, right? So there were 7 of them. So Vade Mahapurkh said to their father, you have 7 sons, why don't you give me 1 son? So their dad lined all their sons up together like in a line, and they said, take anyone, right? So Vade Mahapurkh picked Santji themselves, and they joined the Jatha. So the early life was at Pind Rode. They joined the Jatha, but they also kind of stay home as well, and they come into the Jatha and they kind of go back and forth. Just like Sant Kartar Singh ji did for a while when they were kind of working and going to school. They're known for doing 101 Japji Sahibs every day. So when they were young, they started off with 10 Japji Sahibs and they went to 21. Eventually in their prime, when they were the Jathadar at Mehta, they would do 101 Japji Sahibs, right? And we might wonder how kind of was this? Like Sanji did so many speeches, they did so much prachar. ਵੀ ਉਹ 101 ਜਾਪਜੀ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਰੋਜ਼ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਪੜ੍ਹਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀਗੇ. ਸੰਤ ਕਰਤਾਰ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ 15 ਮਿੰਟ ਵਿੱਚ ਇੱਕ ਸੁਖਮਨੀ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦਾ ਪਾਠ ਕਰ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀ 15 ਮਿੰਟ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ. And that it was because they were at such a spiritual state ਵੀ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਅੰਦਰ ਜਪਾ ਜਾਪ ਚੱਲਦਾ ਸੀ, ਸਿਮਰਨ ਚੱਲਦਾ ਸੀਗਾ. they Mahapurush can read Bani at a faster rate as well. So Sant Jarnail Singh ji 2.5 ਮਿੰਟ ਵਿੱਚ ਇੱਕ ਜਾਪਜੀ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦਾ ਪਾਠ ਕਰ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀਗੇ. That's kind of the spiritual saintly side of Sant Jarnail Singh ji. Often they're kind of remembered just as a warrior. They were first a Sant and the Sipahi after, right? So 1977, Sant Gyani Kartar Singh ji passed away in a car accident. They had the chance to live on after it, but they had to do surgery, and the surgery entailed them removing the rome on their chest, and that wasn't acceptable to Sant Gyani Kartar Singh ji. Also, Sant Gyani Kartar Singh ji was at the avastha jithe Gurmukh Rom hartya hai. Every rome was jumping the name of Vaheguru, and the doctor actually listened in to this job happening. So Sant Gyani Kartar Singh ji passes away, and before passing away they say that Taksal di zimmevari hun Baba Thakar Singh ji nu jani hai. Jo bhi whatever decision Baba Thakar Singh ji makes, that should be accepted by the Sangat. ठीक है जी. So Baba Thakar Singh ji makes Sant Jarnail Singh Ji, the next head of Taxal there. They're only 29 years old. So this kind of raised a lot of eyebrows. But why is Baba Thakar Singh Ji making somebody so young the head of Taxal? ठीक है जी. And we kind of know history from there. Baba Thakar Singh Ji knew kya sama hona and what kind of leader the Panth needed. And that's kind of a big thing that Baba Thakar Singh Ji gave to the Panth, was making Sant Jarnail Singh Ji the next head of Taxal. So the Anandpur Sahib Resolution 1973, basically they were kind of basic rights. They were Sikh rights and also Punjab rights. So, you know, Punjab water rights, farmer MSP price. So they are in this mata, they argue that the MSP price for farmers should be a price that is dictated by the provincial government, Punjab, and not the federal government. And this is the same thing we're fighting for today. So they also wanted to designate Amritsar as a holy city, so nobody could, you know, sell alcohol or tobacco at Darbar Sahib. They wanted to, like in Amritsar, like around the Darbar Sahib area. They wanted a transmitter for the Darbar Sahib, but they needed the permission of the federal government of Delhi. This was just to have a radio system for the Darbar Sahib, and they also wanted a Sikh Marriage Act. So basically, in India, there's no Sikh Marriage Act. I know now, like in recent times, Haryana has done one, but even till today, all over India, if any Sikh gets married, they have to kind of put down on their certificate that they're a Hindu. There's no Sikh Marriage Act. So these were some of the things that that were in the Anandpur Sahib resolution, and these were some of the rights that Sanji was advocating for. ठीक है जी. So back to the Nirankaris. So the Nirankaris were continuing to do their prachar, and Sant Jarnail Singh was speaking against them openly as well. In 1978, they had a program at Amritsar during Vaisakhi. So a lot of Singhs went to protest at the program. And since they had the support of the government, the police kind of looked the other way and there was a massacre. So a lot of Singhs were injured there and 13 Singhs were made shaheed. 2 of these Singhs were from Taxal. After that, Jira Hun Morcha Chal Raha Siga the Tarmiyud Morcha, that was with other sons, with other Jathebandi and with the Shromani Committee as well. So there's meetings and it was decided that they would do a case against the Nirankaris, and they would fight a case against them for the massacre they had committed with the support of the government. The case went on, and everybody that was involved in the case, involved in the massacre, was acquitted. After that, we see a turn of events. After that, we see the Jatha more kind of militarizing itself. Jira Sant Jarnail Singh de naal hunda siga. In the same time, Beadbis were happening in Guru Granth Sahib just like today. And Sanji, if we've heard their speeches, they would say in every pind to respond to these Beadbiyan, there should be a motorcycle, 2 Singhs, and a revolver. In 1981, Lala Jagt Narayan was murdered. I'm just kind of quickly going through the events here. There's a lot of detail in here as well. These are like the events before Operation Blue Star and what kind of led to everything. Lala Jagt Narayan was part of the Arya Samaj as well, like a right-wing Hindu organization. And he was also a supporter of the Nirankari Guru. He was actually an eyewitness in the trial, and he was there when the massacre happened. So he would criticize Guru Sahibs, he would criticize Sant Jarnail Singh Ji, and he would be in support of Gurbachna, right? And he would do a lot of Nindya of Guru Sahib Ji as well. So in 1981, he was murdered. That case was kind of put on Sant Jarnail Singh Ji, and the government thought that Sant Jarnail Singh Ji was behind the murder of Lala Jagt Narayan. So they put out an arrest warrant for Sant Jarnail Singh Ji. They're at Chandano Kala, and the police went to the pind to get them. But by the time they were there, Sanji had already gone to Mehta. And for some reason, the police killed some of the Sangat. They burnt 2 buses of Taxal, and in these buses were a lot of Gutke and Sroops of Guru Granth Sahib Ji as well, right? This kind of made the whole situation worse, right? This kind of enraged Sanji and the Jatha and all these things in the Panth as a whole. And these were kind of like times were getting more violent and violent as the years went. 1984, more and more things were kind of kicking off. this is the same time when Sant Mohan Singh Ji decides not to fear the Jatha, that they were to stay at Pindra and they were going to do Prachar from there. But since times were getting so dangerous for the Panth, and especially for Taksal, they stopped going around with the Jatha. They would just stay at Pindra and do Prachar from there. So the buses get burnt, groups get burnt, and the picture just gets worse from there. And that leads to the Sikh genocide, Operation Blue Star, as we know, right? So Operation Blue Star, 250 Singhs, hold the third largest army for 3 days. They hold them back for 3 full days, right? When this attack was before the planning was going on, the General Brar said to Indira Gandhi, Sant Jarnail Singh Ji, he's not going to fight back. He's going to surrender. And even if he does fight back, 2 hours, we'll finish everything up. Will be no problem. It's not an issue at all. So a lot of other countries were involved as well. We know the British was involved as well. The British SAS gave this advice to Indian government. They said that if you want to take out Sant Jarnail Singh Ji, you don't have to do this full operation. You can just have a sniper at a building, and Sanji regularly would make speeches, and they would meet Sangat on top of Langar Sahib, and you could assassinate them from there. But the government didn't take that advice. They attacked the entire complex, right? This was really to what Indira Gandhi's been quoted as saying was to break the back of the Sikhs, right? To kind of teach the entire Sikhs a lesson that if you ask for your rights, this is what's going to happen to you, and to kind of suppress the whole community, right? Often there's a narrative pointing that, Sant Jarnail Singh was in Akal Takht Sahib and it was just because of them. It wasn't because of them, because if it was because of them, they could have been assassinated like the SSS suggested, or they could have even been arrested. So Mehta after 1981, they courted arrest at Mehta. The police came there, and just with dialogue, they decided to come out and give themselves up to the police, right? The government didn't have any evidence against them, so they had to let them go. And during this time, there was protests to get Sant Jarnail Singh Ji out, and there were some killings. The police killed some people in these protests as well, right? So that's basically Operation Blue Star in a nutshell, right? I'm not going through everything just because of time and because there's a lot to go through. But there's General Alab Singh Ji, ਹੋਰ ਵੀ ਕਾਫੀ ਜਾਣੇ Singh involved. ਸਾਰੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਸੀ ਦਰਬਾਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦੇ 250 Singhs. They hold up this army for 3 days, which is crazy. All right, so I'm gonna go to the next slide now. All right, so Sant Baba Thakar Singh Ji takes over. So when Operation Blue Star was happening, there's more than 40 other Guru Ghar, ਜਿੱਥੇ ਉੱਥੇ ਵੀ ਸਾਰੇ ਕਿਤੇ ਘੇਰਾ ਪਿਆ ਹੋਇਆ ਸੀਗਾ. So ਜਿੱਥੇ Sant Baba Nihal Singh Ji ਸੀਗੇ, ਉੱਥੇ ਵੀ ਘੇਰਾ ਪਿਆ ਹੋਇਆ ਸੀਗਾ. Dukh Nirwan Sahib and many ਇਤਿਹਾਸਕ sthans, also at Mehta. The plan the government had for Mehta was totally to bomb Mehta, to have a massacre there as well, to just finish Taksal off. A miracle occurred where the kind of like the person who was in charge of that raid kind of had tars that on the Jawak there, on the Buzurgs there, right? And that didn't happen. So Mehta kind of got saved from the bloodshed that was planned for it, basically. Here's an old photo of the Jatha here. So we see Baba Thakar Singh Ji here. We see Ragi Bhagwan Singh Ji, Bhai Kartar Singh, the sons of Vade Mahapurkh. We see Sant Kartar Singh Ji here. And also this is Gyani Veer Singh Ji Madhuke. They passed away just about a year ago. Here's a photo of Baba Thakar Singh Ji reading Bani. So what was significant about Baba Thakar Singh Ji? So they're born in 1950 in Pind Ichogel. They came into the Jatha and they were first given Langar di Seva. So for 2.5 years, 2.5 ਸਾਲ ਮਹਾਂਪੁਰਖਾਂ ਨੇ ਲੰਗਰ ਦੀ ਸੇਵਾ ਕੀਤੀ ਜਥੇ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ. ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ 22 ਸਾਲ ਸੇਵਾ ਕੀਤੀ ਵੱਡੇ ਮਹਾਂਪੁਰਖਾਂ ਦੀ ਗੜਵਾਈ ਦੀ ਸੇਵਾ. And during these 22 years, Baba Thakar Singh Ji didn't even sleep properly, right? That's how much Bani they read, that's how much seva they did, right? That they didn't even get time to sleep properly. And Vade Mahapurkh was also very hard on them because ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਬਖਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕਰਨੀ ਸੀਗੀ, right? So they're very hard on Baba Thakar Singh Ji as well. So after that, they went with Sant Kartar Singh Ji. They took care of the children in the Jatha in the time of Sant Kartar Singh Ji. So basically, this is kind of something new that comes into Taksal. So before, in the 19th century, you had to be of age to join Taksal. There's no kids in Taksal. Later on, this would change and kids would start coming in Taksal. Gyani Gurdev Singh Ji Maname Wale, they were the first Andadiya in Taksal. But there's other people in the Jatha as well, like Gyani Pritam Singh Ji, who had to wait until he came of age to join the Jatha. And then during the time of Sant Kartar Singh Ji and Sant Janal Singh Ji, a lot of kids were accepted into the Jatha. So Baba Thakar Singh Ji took care of these kids in the Jatha in the time of Sant Janal Singh Ji as well. So Jodon Sant Janal Singh Ji Darbar Sahib hunde sige, they kind of took care of Mehta there as well, and they took care of all the Vidyarthis there. Jodon Baba Thakar Singh Ji would come to Darbar Sahib to meet Sant Janal Singh Ji would get up and they would go to them and meet them. And you know, the Sangat would kind of look up and say, like, they'd wonder why is Sant Janal Singh Ji meeting this Buzurig, like who is this Buzurig? And Sant Janal Singh Ji would say, Baba Thakar Singh Ji Turda Firda Rabya, that they're a walking, talking God, right? This is how much of a Mahapurkh, how much of a saint, and how much Kamai that they have done, that they're ikmik with Waheguru. All right, so they would do all this seva. In particular, they're known for doing the Keshi Snan of the younger Singhs, taking care of the Singhs. They become the next head of Mehta. The first thing they do is they start a Akhand Path Sahib in the memory of the Singhs who were Shaheed at Darbar Sahib. So something significant about Baba Thakar Singh Ji is they lead Taksal in some of the hardest times, right? So 1984, the movement, after that, armed rebellion starts, and the Singhs of Taksal are pretty much at the forefront of this movement, right? So if you're a Singh of Taksal, you kind of have a target. You're basically a target by the government. Any Sikh at that time was a target. Jine bhi koi khatta padna banya siga, anybody was a target, and especially if you're a Singh of Taksal. So also they're known for doing seva of a lot of the Shaheed Parwar. So if we listen to any of the interviews online at YouTube of the Shaheed Parwars, they build houses for them, the families. They send their kids to school. They pay for the weddings of Shaheed Parwars. They also built a hospital at Mehta. They're the first Mukhi of Taksal to leave India. So first ever Dhammi Taksal international tours to UK, Canada, America, all the major cities, whether that be here in Toronto, Montreal, Calgary, BC. And Baba Thakar Singh Ji would say, "Vi main aime nahi bahar jana, koi khas maqsad waste jana hai." Baba Ji inspired a lot of the youth in these Western countries to come into Sikhi and do prachar. Baba Ji traveled to England a number of times. The youth that spent time with Baba Ji later formed an organization called Sikh to Inspire by Sakhraj Singh Ji. A lot of Amrit Sanchar Seva, a lot of prachar, a lot of camps that they've organized with the inspiration of Baba Thakar Singh Ji. Locally in Toronto, Bhai Jasdev Singh Ji, Bhai Manroop Singh Ji run a Gatka Khada. They've done camps in the past. The Gatka Khada at Jodh Prakash, the Singhs there, Bhai Jora Singh Ji. They also did Sangat of Baba Thakar Singh Ji. Baba Thakar Singh Ji is the inspiration of a lot of youth prachar that happened in the West. And this was kind of like the reason that Baba Thakar Singh Ji came out here. Also, the Jatha kind of grows to 1,200 Singhs that were just at Mehta at this time. So basically, Mehta was kind of full, the capacity there. If any other new Singhs want to come into the Jatha, they had to go to other dere or stay at other Gyani Singhs' houses to do Sante. That is how big the Jatha got in the time of Baba Thakar Singh Ji. Alrighty. This is a list of all the literature that was printed during the time of Baba Thakar Singh Ji. So Nitnem Gutke, Sundar Gutke, Japji Sahib Diyan Pothiyan, we have sticks here as well. Also Taksal, a goal of Taksal also is to print Gutke Sahibs and Pothi Sahibs, as well as giving Santya and preserving the Maryada, which has come down from Guru Gobind Singh Ji 300 years ago. So just how things were performed in the time of the Gurus, things are still performed the same way in Taksal data today. And that is one of the goals of the Taksal. Other dere also print out Gutke as well. Jogewal prints Gutke, Pindra prints Gutke. And I want to add that Jira Pindra da Nitnem da Gutka 11 saal laye unna ne Gutke shopping de vich, right? 11 years of Koj, different Prat and troops before they shopped that Gutka. All right. So now we come back to Jogewala. Sant Baba Baldev Singh Ji Jogewal Wale, who is the Majuda Mukhi Dira Jogewala now, right? So they come into Vadima Jatha as well, right? As a boy, they experienced partition. So their entire family was massacred in front of them. Babaji doesn't speak much about this, and we don't know how they kind of survived these mobs that were going around at that time and killing Sikhs and Hindus. They're also known for their Hathi Seva. So they're very similar to Baba Thakar Singh Ji, and they had a close relationship to Baba Thakar Singh Ji. ਜਿਵੇਂ ਬਾਬਾ ਠਾਕਰ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਜਥੇ ਦੀ ਮਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀ ਵੀ ਜਥੇ ਦੀ ਮਾਂ ਆ, ਇਦਾਂ ਬਾਬਾ ਬਲਦੇਵ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਆ। ਸੋ ਸਿੰਘਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਟੇਕ ਕੇਅਰ ਕਰਨੀ, ਸਿੰਘਾਂ ਦਾ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਪਾਲਣਾ ਕਰਨਾ ਆ। ਸਵੇਰੇ ਉੱਠ ਕੇ ਸਿੰਘਾਂ ਦੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਭਚੰਗੀ ਸਿੰਘ ਆ ਟਕਸਾਲ ਵਿੱਚ ਯੰਗਰ ਸਿੰਘ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਕਸ਼ਹਿਰੇ ਧੋਣੇ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਬਾਬਾ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਸਾਰੀ ਸੇਵਾ ਕੀਤੀ ਆ। They came into the Jatha and they learned Didid Santya under Sant Niranjan Singh Ji Vaid Ji, who later became the Mukh Sevadar at Gurdwara Sachkhand Bhoparai. They learn homeopathic medicine as well, so they're a Vaid in their own right as well. And in 1983, due to their Jap Tap and their Vairag, the Dajivan, they become the next head of Taksal and they teach a lot of Vidyarthi Singhs. So this is kind of a pivotal moment as well, and this is like right where, you know, Sant Jarnail Singh Ji was doing a lot of prachar. Right before 84, they become the next head there, and they kind of openly support the Sikh movement and the Sikh struggle, right? And for this, they were targeted big time by the police. Alrighty. And I also want to mention that Babaji has come to UK once in 2017 for a Prachar Fairy, and Canada as well in 2018. They don't do Katha, but I will say this about Babaji. I've had the opportunity to spend some time with them, and being in their presence is really inspiring. They have kind of like a positive aura around them, which has inspired a lot of people into Sikhi. So I kind of want to go through the picture of Taksal post 1984 and all the three did it. So many of the students, they organized into rebel groups to fight the government militarily. All three dere, Pindra, Jogewal, and Mehta are targeted by the police there. Mehta ta nit kere pende hunde sige, Pindra vi kere pende hunde sige, te Jogewal vi. Baba Baldev Singh Ji was arrested twice. They were arrested twice by the most notorious police cop in their time, who was Govind Ram. He was one of the worst people at the time, tortured a lot of people, killed a lot of people. And had kind of like this reputation. I'll go into one story about one incident with Babaji. At the time, there were 13 Singhs, just young Pachangi Singhs at Jogewal that were doing Santya. Because Baba Baldev Singh Ji was supportive of the movement, and the Khadku Singhs would come around to the Gurdwara Sahib, the police would also come. So in one instance, Govind Ram came with all his police. They surrounded the Gurdwara Sahib and came inside. He lined up these 13 Vidyarthi Singhs in a line and was getting ready to shoot and kill everybody for information about the Khadku Singhs. So at that point in time, Baba Baldev Singh Ji steps to the front of the line and says, you know, if you want to kill these Vidyarthi Singhs, you're going to have to go through me first. Then Babaji is arrested and they're taken into prison. This happened twice. Baba Harnam Singh Ji is also arrested and tortured. So the key question around this entire time, from 84 to 94, is will the Taksal survive through this time? How will the Taksal survive, right? If you look at we live in Western countries, so if you look at any Western country, any organization that goes against the government is kind of branded like a terrorist group, and they're kind of banned, outlawed, right? For the Taksal to survive this time is a miracle in itself, and it's down to the three Mahapurukhs who kept Taksal alive at this time: Sant Mohan Singh Ji, Baba Thakar Singh Ji, and Baba Baldev Singh Ji. At certain times, Baba Thakar Singh Ji had to go in hiding as well. Already, so that is the main question. Obviously, the Taksal survives as we know today, and it survived really karke Guru Sahib to bakshish hai, Guru Sahib di chalai hui Taksal hai. All right, so next. So 2004, Baba Ji passes away. Sant Gyani Harnam Singh Ji becomes the next head at Mehta. They enter the age of Taksal at the age of 10 by Sant Gyani Jarnail Singh Ji. So Jime Vade Mahapurkh kind of came to the house of Sant Jarnail Singh Ji and brought them into Taksal. The same thing kind of happened. So Sant Jarnail Singh Ji goes to their pind near Patiala, and they when they return, they kind of just asked their family for Baba Harnam Singh Ji, and Baba Harnam Singh Ji entered the Jatha. During the Dharm Yudh Morcha, protests were going on. Sangat was courting arrest to get these demands. They were part of that. So just as a young boy, they were arrested during the Dharm Yudh Morcha. So during the time of Baba Thakar Singh Ji, post 1984, they played a role in the Kharkhu movement. So their job was to kind of organize the meetings between different Kharkus, and this is why they were targeted by the government. So the government starts picking them up, the police starts picking them up and torturing them. So after that, they're sent to North America by Baba Thakar Singh Ji. The first time they were sent, I believe, was in 1992, and that was also for the Seva of Sri Akal Takht Sahib, so to collect donation from the Sangat. In their time in North America, they kind of lived, on the West Coast, Surrey, Seattle, California. They played a key role in setting up some of the first Taksal Gurdwara in the West. And also, this is where Baba Harnam Singh Ji does a lot of their job up, right? So they spend years in Surrey, they spend years in Seattle doing Bhagati. And after, when Baba Ji passed away in 2004, Baba Harnam Singh came back to India, and the Jatha at that point gives them the Seva of Mehta of Taksal. There's a few issues that kind of Baba Ji kind of comes to the forefront of. There's a few Panthic issues I have listed here. So the issue of Dasam Bani. So in the early 2000s, when this issue came forward, Baba Harnam Singh was very active. They organized a Path Bodh Samagam at Hajur Sahib, Dasam da Path Bodh Samagam hoya siga. And they also played a key role in preventing these people that were against Dasam Bani from accessing our key Gurdwara stages as well. The Nanak Shahi calendar was a calendar that was issued at Akal Takht Sahib, and this calendar had a lot of shortcomings. Basically, this calendar kind of seek to set our Gurpurab dates according to the Gregorian calendar and have kind of set dates. So Gurpurab would just be on this one date, but really it's not really possible to do that, since there's a bunch of different reasons with leap years and stuff like that. And also Guru Sahib used a Bikrami calendar. So in 2012, Sant Baba Harnam Singh Ji rallied the entire Sant Samaj, right? Just how Sant Gyani Garbhajan Singh Ji rallied the Sant Samaj with the Mangal issue, they rallied the Sant Samaj 2012 for the Nanak Shahi calendar issue, and they got that calendar revoked and an accurate calendar in place, which is according to the Bikrami dates, and that's why Gurpurab changed as well. There's that issue, and there's also remembering 1984 and the Shaheed, so they play a big role in that, in monuments. So they got the Shaheed Yadgar made, which is right by Akal Takht Sahib. Utte sare Shaheedan diyan photo aayan. And this is where everything happened, right? And if we kind of practically take a step back and think about this, in a government where Sant Jarnail Singh Ji and these Shaheed Singhs are regarded as terrorists, no government would want even a brick on the name of any Shaheed Singh. So for Baba Harnam Singh Ji to achieve this is phenomenal. It's a miracle in itself. And as well as that, political prisoners. So right now, Baba Harnam Singh Ji, they try to do a lot of advocacy in releasing political prisoners, as we know that a lot of people have completed their sentences and they're not being released. Also, with the execution of Bhai Raju Arnab a few years ago, they played a role in that, meeting ministers. They did a lot of background work with that as well. Singh Sahib Gyani Jasbir Singh Ji Rodde, they're involved in that as well too. And they're kind of the main two people in Punjab right now, I would say, that are looking after our Singhs in jail. So this is a photo here I have of them when they were young. Here's a photo with Bhai Lal Singh Ji, who was a Kharkhu who has been released now. And here's a photo with them with Baba Thakar Singh Ji. All right, so Sant Gyani Kapoor Singh Ji Mahant Ji. So it's been a year that Sant Gyani Mohan Singh Ji has passed away. Today is the 2nd, which is their Barsi is today. And I also want to add that there's a Khandpa Sahib happening at Malton Gurdwara Sahib starting tomorrow, and the Pog is on Sunday for that. 10 ਵਜੇ ਸਵੇਰੇ ਭੋਗ ਪੈਣਾ ਆ. They, Sant Gyani Kapoor Singh Ji, they're brought into Taksal by Vadde Mahapurkh themselves. So this is kind of a nishani of a mukhi, that a previous mukhi will kind of bring them into Taksal themselves. So after staying with Vadde Mahapurkh, I missed a point as well. They left home as a kid, and in their area of Ropar, they started doing seva at a Itihasakistan there, and that's where they met Vadde Mahapurkh. And this was just when they were a kid. So after that, they stay in the Jatha of Sant Gyani Mohan Singh Ji, and later on they'll become the Mukh Sevadar of Gurdwara Sachkhand Boparai. When Sant Mohan Singh Ji was ill as well during the last few years of their life, they did katha in the place of Sant Gyani Mohan Singh Ji at Sangran. So they would come to Pindra and do the katha there. And they were made the next mukhi of Sampradaya Pindra by Sant Mohan Singh Ji themselves. Right, so it wasn't that the Singhs made him the next mukhi. It was Sant Mohan Singh Ji called them themselves before they passed and gave the pug to them. Also, Sant Mohan Singh Ji told the close Singhs that were around them that after Gurpurb, they were going to go to Sachkhand as well. All right, so Taksal and modernity. So Taksal in modern times, there's a few significant things about that. So Paga Jaswant Singh Ji, jere locally Toronto India, Vadde Mahapurkh Khande Vidyarthi, they record the entire katha of Guru Granth Sahib Ji for the first time. This was back in the 50s and 60s. So Sant Gyani Mohan Singh Ji gave them this idea, and all the Singhs of the Jatha pitched in for the recorders, right? So they bought these really big recorders, and everywhere Vadde Mahapurkh da Jatha would go, they would bring these recorders along, sometimes climbing poles, getting electrocuted, right? So that was a Mahan Seva they've done. Until date, these recordings, this Katha is still like the biggest resources for Katha. Another big significant thing here with modernity is the Professional College of Gurmat at Mehta. So now, Baba Harnam Singh Ji has made Mehta into a college as well. So if any Vidyarthi wants to do Santya, they can get a college diploma as well. And they can also even study all the way up to an MA. So back in the day, kind of Singhs would kind of miss out on this worldly education as well. Baba Baldev Singh Ji, they encouraged Singhs to get worldly education as well. In the 90s, they would send the Vidyarthis there for the younger Singhs to school as well. So they didn't miss out on school. They prefer if anybody wants to do Santya, they prefer that you finish your high school before coming to Jogewal, even though they'll still take in kids as well, but they do prefer that. And Baba Baldev Singh Ji also encourages Katha Wadiks to learn English. And English is being taught at Mehta now too. So the goal of that is, so when Katha Wadiks kind of come out to our Western countries, they can also communicate and do Katha in English as well. And they can get the message of Sikhi across if anybody doesn't understand Punjabi. And the logo as well. So the logo is very, it's a modern aspect as well. This didn't exist in the past. And this is something new as well. All right, so these are my sources, right? This is Gyani Gurdev Singh Ji Manawe Wale. I had the opportunity to spend time with them. They came into Taksal in 1935, and they're kind of eyewitness to a lot of this 20th century history. Both of their younger sisters were married to the sons of Vadde Mahapurkh, and they studied with Pasha Ji and then came into the Jatha. They recently passed away in July as well. All right, so now we can go into a Q&A. So if anybody just wants to put their questions into the chat, and we can go through some of the questions. If by Gurjot Singh Ji could read out the questions.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right.
So I'll start off, I'll go up a little. They asked some questions before. Okay, so in the beginning, Anmol Singh asked, does Dandmi Taksal also study by Nandlal Goya Jindagi Nama?
Hanji, they do. So basically, ਜਿਵੇਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਸੀਗਾ ਵੀ there's a whole syllabus. So ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਸੰਥਿਆ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਆ, ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ it's your kind of choice if you want to go into Rag Vidya, right? You can go into Kirtan, ਮਹਿਤੇ ਵੀ ਰਾਗ ਦੀਆਂ ਕਲਾਸਾਂ ਵੀ ਚੱਲਦੀਆਂ ਆ, and if you want to become a Katha Vajik, you study the Katha Granths, you study by Gurdas Ji, you study by Nand Lal Ji. So they do, yeah. All right, Gurjot Singh Ji, next question.
Yep. So, someone, Starotan Singh asked, what about Gyani Ram Singh Ji? People thought he was Mukhi.
There's a video on YouTube with Baba Thakur Singh Ji and Baba Harnam Singh Ji discussing how they were trying to take the pug during Baba Thakur Singh Ji's time. So they can go watch that video.
Okay, I guess that kind of relates with the last question in the chat was, didn't Sant Baba Thakur Singh Ji do bachan da Sant Ji in Chardi Kalana? So how's Bhai Harnam Singh Ji Tama the leader?
Okay, so this is still a very contentious issue in Taxal. It's a very internal issue. So I don't want to get too much into it, but what I know is that there's different interpretations of the bachan, and Singhs from Taxal have they have different opinions about this. In 2005, there's a meeting at Mehta where they declared Sanji Shahidi, but Baba Harnam Singh Ji has made a video where they say that they do satkar of the Singhs that believe that Baba Thakur Singh Ji, Sant Jarnail Singh Ji is in Chardi Kala, or they believe that they're in Shaheed. This shouldn't be an issue which should divide us, and we should kind of stay together, and they do satkar of everybody. So there is a variety of opinions, yeah.
Okay. Another question is, did Baba Ji ever come to Canada?
Baba Harnam Singh Ji?
Yep.
Yeah, they Jado Baba Thakur Singh Ji would do their tours. They were with some of the tours. So there's a photo of them with Baba Thakur Singh Ji at Malton Gurdwara Sahib. They lived in Surrey right by, they did Seva Amar Prakash for a number of years. So they lived in Canada. They're actually an American citizen. And there's also another question about them being in support of the Indian government. I don't think so, because, all the Panthic issues I go back to, I don't think that the Indian government would want them constructing a Yadgar at Darbar Sahib for the Shaheed Singhs, right? So it doesn't really make sense. I know there's a narrative against them. We kind of have to think about why these narratives are kind of created. In the time of Sant Jarnail Singh Ji, there was a government narrative that Sanji was working for Congress, but that's crystal clear today that they weren't working for Congress. As they physically fought against the government of the time. They wanted to separate Sant Jarnail Singh Ji from the Tanveer Morcha and from everybody else, from the other Jathebandiyan, and create this divide. I think today, the same kind of divide is being created with these narratives that, the Baba Harnam Singh Ji, RSS, Dinalia, or they're with the Indian government. They do go to I forgot the Kumbh da Mela. So there's this video that circulates around about Baba Harnam Singh Ji walking in Kumbh da Mela. So basically, Sant Sundar Singh Ji and Vade Mahapur Sant Gyani Gurbachan Singh Ji would go to these Hindu centers as well, right? And Kumbh da Mela is basically all the different Jamaatan of all the Indian sadhus get together for debates and stuff. And that's why we Purane Samay with Jatha Janda Raya Othe in these Banaras or Kanchi, and Sant Sundar Singh Ji ne 500 Panditanu Amrit Vishakaya. And that's why Baba Harnam Singh Ji goes to Kumbh da Mela. Just because they go to Kumbh da Mela and they're walking with these Hindu sadhus doesn't mean that they're part of the RSS, right? I think sometimes we need to keep an open mind as well, right? ਜੇ ਉੱਥੇ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ ਕਥਾ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਉਹ ਸਿੱਖੀ ਦਾ ਹੀ ਪ੍ਰਚਾਰ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਉਹ ਹਿੰਦੂਇਜ਼ਮ ਦਾ ਪ੍ਰਚਾਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਦੇ ਜਾਂ ਕੋਈ RSS ਦਾ ਪ੍ਰਚਾਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਦੇ ਉੱਥੇ ਜਾ ਕੇ Okay.
I think that's about all the questions that we have.
Okay.
Yeah. I guess we can wrap it up here then.
ठीक है जी, all right, sounds good. So thank you to all the things for organizing.